This message is brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach. A trip to the state fair. And a throwback flick at the local drive-in. They're more than just items to check off the summer bucket list. They're also opportunities to earn 2% daily cash back when you use your Apple Card with Apple Pay. Apply for Apple Card now and use in-minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to credit approval. Apple Card is issued by Goldman Sachs Bank USA, Salt Lake City branch. Terms and more at applecard.com.
Propel Fitness Water. With Gatorade electrolytes, zero sugar, and vitamins, Propel hydrates better than water to help you get the most out of your workout and get back to your best self. What propels you? Propel with Gatorade electrolytes.
AI is moving fast across the enterprise. But without visibility, it's just chaos. Different tools, different models, different teams using AI in completely different ways. ServiceNow turns that chaos into control. With the AI Control Tower, you see all your AI across the business in one place. What it's doing, what it's done, and what it's about to do. So you stay in control. To put AI to work for people, visit servicenow.com.
Hey, everybody. I am hijacking the podcast today just to give you kind of pull that curtain back and let you see a little bit of my rule of three offense. So you can kind of go see it and hear a little bit about it. But we will be back to our regular scheduled programming soon, so don't worry about that. And let's head off to the podcast.
From the Fifth Quarter Studio in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to the Rule of Three Offense Podcast. Here's our host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Rule of Three podcast. Before we jump in, just a couple things. First of all, if you're intrigued or want to dive into the lesson or the course, ruleof3.com, you can use the word three or you can use the number three, ruleof3offense.com will get you the course. You're listening to this, usually it's not at its lowest price, but it's definitely going to go up. It always does. I usually increase it about 6 months after the initial launch. So if you want to go over, we keep putting new stuff up there all the time. Go over and check it out. We just put some zone stuff up, like I said last week. We just keep adding things to it. And once you have access, you'll always have access to that course. So go over and check that out. If you're looking even for more, go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. The one-stop shop for basketball coaches is a little bit of everything. So if you want to go over and check that out, go do that. All right. Now, so I'm going to talk today about the big three concepts. When it comes to the rule of three offense, there's a few big concepts that we deal with in terms of the three things that you kind of really need to know, the play actions, all those kind of things. So let's talk about general rules. And again, these are in groups of three. We're going to talk about the general rules. Then we'll talk about the passer rules. We'll talk about the cutter rules, and we'll talk about the weak side rules. So there's three different things that we'll kind of deep dive into here in this episode. So first of all, the general rules. Okay. Again, depending on if you're doing 5 out, 4 out, 1 in, and a couple of these I talked about, but getting it down to 3 rules: everyone moves on every pass, every overplay is a back door, and a dribble drive from the wing is you must get a mesh or read your defender. Okay. So those are the basic rules. Okay. If you get a drive or a mesh point, every overplay is a back door, every move. So there's basically only 3 things they have to remember. Everyone moves on every pass, every overplay is a back door, dribble drive best from the wing, and you read your defender at the mesh point. Sometimes the mesh point's a screen, sometimes the mesh point's on a drive. Those all kind of tweak. Okay. But there's really only 3 things you have to remember: move on every pass, overplay and back door, and read your mesh point. Okay. Then, so now you have the 3 things that are happening on the court. You have the ball, right? It's like I've said before, you have the ball. So you can either shoot it, you can pass it, you can dribble it. So passer options, or the person that has the ball options, is they can cut once you pass it. Okay. You can cut to the basket. Okay. You can pick the nearest man, or you can read the cutter and slip and pop. Okay. So every pick is a potential slip. So you can cut to the basket. I pass, I can cut, I can screen, or I can fake the screen and slip, or I can set the screen and pop. It's one thing. Okay. That's what the passer can do after he passes. What can the cutter do? Okay. You can set up the pick and read the defender. You can slice back door. You can curl off the pick. So you're coming off the screen. What can you do? You can slice the basket, right? You can fake like you're going high and go low. You can curl. You can cut high and then fade for a three or a pop. Sometimes we refer to those as pops. So slice is fake high, go low. Curl is go curl around. And then a pop, cut high, or a fade is the next thing. That's all you can do when you're coming off the screen. So you have the general rules, you have the passer rules, you have the cutter rules, and then you have the weak side. So you're either a passer, a cutter, right, coming off a screen, or you're screening, or you might, if you have the ball, obviously you have three options, but then everyone else is on considered quote unquote weak side. So you can interchange. You can up or down screen, and you can pin and skip, right? You can look for the skip pass. So let's say we're on the right side and there's movements on the right side of the court. The left two guys, let's just imagine in our mind here, left two guys can interchange. They can down screen or back screen or up screen, or they can pin. One of them can pin and you can get a skip. That's all this offense is. That's the 3x5 that if you buy the offense, you'll be able to hand out to your players, right? You have the ball, you just pass the ball, you're a cutter, or you're weak side. Those are the only three things, and you can only do three things at any given time. It's so simple that it allows you to spend time on the things that you need to spend time on, right? Like shooting, skill development, small-sided game, maybe some defensive things, maybe situational things, maybe zone offense things, all of those kind of things. So hopefully this helps. Next week, we'll dive into another concept inside of the rule of three offense. All right. Have a great day, everybody.
NFL football season is here, which means when you switch to Verizon, it feels like touchdown, because you get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us when you buy an eligible 5G phone on select unlimited plans, which means you can watch every out-of-market game every Sunday afternoon. And it's all on us. Now that's the Verizon way to kick off the NFL football season right. Switch and get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube on us, only with Verizon.
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 five-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 45% off site-wide, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.